How's it going, YouTube? Welcome to Upside DIY. So I got this mainly this bag, and then I'm just going to match up a couple of bags while I can do a short video. And it's probably inside of the bag, and then you guys are pretty much backpacks and things. But I guess after repairing so many suitcases and duffel bags, it'd be pretty nice to go with this one. So it just depends, like, it actually matches my bicycle, so. To deliver rails and things, I'm probably going to take, it's just a extra glove. So it's going to be tough. I guess I found like a rubber glove. I'm going to walk. So yeah, I put the phone in this just in case, just to protect it a little bit. It's just a extra glove. I'm kind of not sure about, but gloves. So tablet in this. So that's a good place to basically put a few spare electronics that I don't know about or haven't been working. Probably electric shaver might be good to test eventually inside of like a travel backpack and stuff. Here's some more effects to bring with your exploring gear. Besides the 3 cameras, one for before, one for the middle, and one for the end, and any extra stuff, umbrella effects. Besides the 3 cameras, one for before, one for the middle, and one for the end, and any extra stuff, umbrella. I'm actually taking a little time to get some water before I go, but flashlights, and even having like a lighter. These blue little triangles are really nice to get underneath the screen. This suction, I gotta try to either tape or glue that together, but now I'm going to try to use like a stronger pry tool, perhaps, instead of using the metal scrapers. So I guess I'll put the spatula in there, which is pretty okay. Guess the next place is right there. Couldn't really find anything on the other side. And I was able to slide this, and it then eventually popped off this corner. So, and using your fingernail really helps. And then, so I got to this side. So right now I'm going to probably try to get some wet Q-tips. So I'm going to be looking for that, as whenever I can. So I'm going to just put this on the lap and try to finish. And having a box whenever you take apart stuff is pretty useful. Alright, so I would carefully pried it with my fingernails, and I just don't see too much wrong. I might be able to just clean this up and put it back together. I'm not 100% plug it in. So I kind of wiped it for the speaker, and this just sits down here touching nothing. Feels like a circuit somehow, but I just don't know what it is. So I got the toothbrush. I could use rubbing alcohol and brush off a few things. I also have like a video of but then probably just put back the I don't know if I should. Well, I'm gonna probably disconnect the battery and then reconnect it. So a lot of these metal tabs you just pull at the bottom of the underneath the tab, and then and also forgot to mention this little tray is pretty good for wet wipe. So I use rubbing alcohol on the toothbrush, brushed inside of some of the connectors, and it's still not doing anything. So I don't know. So I'm gonna just try to clean it up, and I'll see you guys on the next Upside DIY. So I guess I put back on the battery. I'm gonna put it back into the put back on the cover. So my best tip is to put in the button side, make sure all that's lined up, and then start pressing down. But the volume and power button, definitely work on that side when reassembling. And testing it with a good adapter or another adapter, it's kind of still the same. Um, How's it going, YouTube? Welcome to Upside DIY. This camera on this phone doesn't work. I thought this was going to be fixable. I could try to toggle this little upper right. So I went out to try to... So the camera doesn't work. That's why they were giving these things for free. And it could record and stuff like that, but there's just no picture. The thing is, this phone does have like internet or mobile data. Turn that on, do not disturb. It has all the features. Kind of was on a few things. I screen recorded my email that's connected to this device and stuff. So there are a few small videos. It screen records good, but I just cannot. And figuring out the screenshots, I took a few screenshots of a handheld, 2,000 games. So I'm also looking to just want to look at the prices of some of the items and stuff. So I went out exploring, expecting maybe I had an action camera. I'm gonna try to actually look for a better camera somehow. If I take out a loan and things like that. But then just the apps that I use, loaded Amazon, and just the apps that I use for stuff. But I just got to get used to it, basically. There's just no, or try to replace it, and just I have a memory card in here, like 128 gigabytes. I'm gonna have to test that memory card to see if other devices plays on the memory card and stuff. So I just go to storage and then check to see if the memory card is ejected. So it's a really small memory card. I just want to test to see if I could just pretty much screen record video, just stuff, I guess, and then etc. A lot of the media player is actually with memory cards. So let's go ahead and do a little small pickup. So after I found this, I found some pretty good items. I was gonna walk probably a mile or two and things, but I got a backpack full of random stuff like this nasty bottle. So I made a gear video, so I'm gonna edit and put that into this. So go ahead and put this here. So far I've pretty much been trying to clean up. I got a few rags and buckets that I'm cleaning up, but I got a sifter that I need, a really good sifter. I just like it. I got a nice shower cap just because when I ride my bicycle and I have that helmet on, I could try to use that. Glove. This box is pretty much empty, but a nice colorful box. And like I mentioned, and just a pile of Legos that and some pine needles. Just a pile of small Legos just in case I need it. I'm going to be fine. Is actually really useful, really cool collector's items and things like that for later on. And then I got a pair of kind of like a pretty clean t-shirt and stuff. I could actually put this, so I kind of just wanted the sifter kind of like on there, but not touching too much stuff. I don't know if it's dirty, too dirty. So hopefully, and there's like a bag of rocks, but I could definitely like collect a bunch of rocks for just for aquascaping or things like that. That I might get into since I have so much supplies. I got a bunch of apples, couple of wooden pieces. So I've got this small kind of basket right here to put random stuff that needs to be cleaned up. So inside my pocket I've got pretty much a nice piece of spring for a soldering iron or something. This is really dirty. And then I got like a bucket and like another bucket kind of on top for cleaning. So I put some really dirty stuff like that in there. And I need to wipe down a bunch of this. This doesn't have to be in here. Some stuff doesn't have to be in here. So let's put that stuff to this kind of semi-clean. And then kind of like one of my videos, I didn't get this brush for like inside the edit. So I'll show you guys this wire brush that I have. And then I use it with the green scour for any really tough buckets or stained stuff. A few other random knickknacks of like a vacuum attachment or whatever I could collect. Found this really clean garbage bag out there. So I actually was on the railroad tracks when I got these rocks. And these kind of stuck out a little bit because one, that might be metal, like aluminum or something. Now that I'm looking at it, and there was just a few of those and a few other types of rocks. Mainly, and there were like big sandstone rocks. So I got pretty much, you know, like a small bag. So I've got that. And then I've got kind of like this bag. And I did find a couple of interesting rocks within it and stuff. Well, anyways, but all in all, now I know kind of like the stuff that I need for exploring. I kind of have this backpack. It really made me feel comfortable just to, you know, try to work on this video. Kind of like try to work on this and then actually show some of the progress. It would have been a really fun video if the phone camera was working right. You know, so really good day I think. And I've got a nicer, larger rock of this, but I kind of like this rock. Never know. All the time, this was like scratched out for some reason. Looks like some type of a game type of scoreboard. In the kitchen, I got a lot of stuff to do at home, and I'll see you guys later. And I kind of had this in my pocket. This looks like a piece for a shelf, but it could be a really good scraping tool for little rocks or crevices. So just in case I missed anything, I have a small action camera or small like pocket camera. I want to try to weatherproof this somehow. Make like a plastic, you know, it kind of reminds me of like a Wii controller type of situation. I really don't know exactly, but I would have to make templates, trace out whatever I can, maybe make something out of silicone. It's a really small emergency. This might be a number 2 camera when I get there. This one right here is actually a working camera, so I might put this back in order. But it's really low pixel. It's like 780 pixels or whatever. The memory card is kind of stuck on the inside. But for emergencies, if I had to and wanted to go exploring, I could try to use that. But because getting more stuff from Amazon, it seems like a really good idea. You know, have things kind of like, you know, pay out. I have laptops and devices